What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be ranking every final battle in the Friday the 13th franchise, from my least favorite to my absolute favorite. Before we get started, remember that this is just my opinion. If your ranking is different, that's perfectly okay. Every fan enjoys different parts of the series, and that's one of the things that makes Friday the 13th fun to talk about, when I'm ranking these finales. I'm looking at things like the action, the suspense, the setting, the characters, how memorable the battle is, and how satisfying it is as the ending of the movie. With that said, let's get started. Starting off at number 12 is Jason X. This is easily my least favorite final battle in the franchise. I don't think it's terrible, but compared to the other movies, it just doesn't leave much of an impact on me. The futuristic setting never feels like a true Friday the 13th movie. Jason is fighting soldiers and robots instead of campers, and because of that, a lot of the suspense is gone. Uber, Jason definitely looks cool. His upgraded design is one of the highlights of the movie. But the actual ending isn't something I find myself wanting to rewatch very often. Overall. It's entertaining enough, but it's my least favorite finale. Coming in at number 11 is Jason Takes Manhattan. One of my biggest problems is that most of the movie doesn't even take place in Manhattan. The final chase through New York has a few fun moments, but it feels pretty short. The toxic waste ending has always been one of the strangest endings in the franchise. Some fans enjoy it while others don't, and I'm definitely closer to the second group. There are still some memorable scenes, but compared to the stronger finales, this one doesn't rank very high for me. At number 10 is the 2009 reboot. I actually enjoy this final battle more than a lot of people do. This version of Jason is fast, intelligent, and incredibly dangerous. Clay searching for Whitney while trying to survive Jason creates some tense moments. The wood chipper fakeout is exciting, and the dock sequence is solid. Even though it's a good ending, I don't think it reaches the same level as many of the original films. Next is Jason Goes to Hell. This movie is very different from the rest of the franchise. Instead of simply defeating Jason physically, the characters have to stop him using the mystical dagger. It's definitely unique, but I'm personally not a huge fan of the supernatural direction. Still, I appreciate that the movie tried something different. Number 8 is the original movie. Even though Jason isn't the killer, this finale deserves a lot of respect. Alice fighting Pamela Voorhees is one of the most important moments in horror history. The tension keeps building until Alice finally defeats Pamela. Of course. The dream sequence with young Jason jumping out of the lake became one of the franchise's most iconic scenes. Without this ending, the franchise wouldn't be what it is today. At number 7 is Freddy vs. Jason. This is the crossover fans waited years to see. Watching Freddy Krueger and Jason finally battled each other is incredibly entertaining. The fight is brutal, creative, and full of big moments. I also like how neither character completely dominates the other. It's a fun finale that delivers exactly what the title promises. Coming in at number 6 is Friday the 13th, Part 2. Ginny Field is one of my favorite final girls because she uses her intelligence instead of just trying to overpower Jason. Her idea of putting on Pamela's sweater is one of the smartest moments in the franchise. The cabin setting creates excellent suspense. Even today, this final battle still holds up really well. Number 5 is A New Beginning. I know this movie's controversial because Roy Burns is the killer instead of Jason, but honestly, I still enjoy this finale. The barn setting is great. Tommy Jarvis finally confronting the killer makes for an exciting ending. Even after multiple rewatches, I still find this battle entertaining. At number 4 is The New Blood. This is probably the most unique final battle in the entire franchise. Instead of another regular fight, Jason has to deal with Tina's telekinetic powers. Jason gets slammed into walls. Hit with electrical wires. Thrown through windows. And even attacked by the environment itself. It's basically Jason versus someone with superpowers. Even if it's unrealistic, it's one of the most entertaining finales in the series. Now we're into my top 3. At number 3 is The Final Chapter. This is one of the most intense endings in the franchise. Jason is absolutely relentless throughout the entire finale. Tommy shaving his head to resemble young Jason is one of the smartest strategies anyone has ever used against him. Then comes the famous machete attack. It's one of the most satisfying defeats Jason has ever received. That this finale helped make Tommy Jarvis one of the greatest characters in the franchise. My number 2 pick is Friday the 13th, Part 3... This is one of my favorite horror movie finales ever made. Everything about it works for me. The Higgins Haven setting is perfect. The barn creates so much tension because it's dark, isolated, and full of places for Jason to hide. Chris Higgins is one of my favorite final girls. Even after everything she's been through. She refuses to give up. She keeps fighting back no matter how dangerous. Jason becomes... The battle constantly changes locations around Higgins Haven before ending inside the barn. Every time Jason seems unstoppable. Chris finds another way to survive. Then we get one of the most iconic moments in horror history. Chris swings the axe directly into Jason's head. That injury became one of Jason's most recognizable looks throughout the franchise. It's an unforgettable ending. It's an unforgettable ending. The suspense. The atmosphere. The music. The setting. Everything comes together perfectly. But me this is easily one of the greatest finales in the entire series. My favorite final battle in the Friday the 13th franchise is Jason Lives. I absolutely love this ending. Unlike before, Tommy Jarvis understands that Jason can't simply be beaten through strength. Instead, he comes up with a plan. He lures Jason to Crystal Lake. The lake itself becomes part of the battle. The fight feels bigger than previous movies, while still keeping the horror atmosphere. That Tommy and Megan work together really well. That Jason feels nearly unstoppable throughout the finale. And Tommy chains Jason to the bottom of the lake. It's a smart ending because Tommy wins by using strategy instead of brute force. I also love how emotional the finale feels because Tommy has been dealing with Jason for multiple movies. It feels like the conclusion to Tommy's journey. The action is exciting. The pacing is excellent. Crystal Lake is the perfect location. Jason looks fantastic. Everything about this finale works for me. That's why Jason Lives has my favorite final battle in the entire franchise. So that's my ranking of every Friday the 13th final battle. I know everyone has a different ranking, and that's what makes discussing this franchise so much fun. Let me know your ranking in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future Friday the 13th content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.